All right, hello, hello, hello. We have one more cast coming up today. We were a little late. So my CPL team had sort of like a fun in-team scrimmage thing where we basically team members faced off against each other for fun, and that went on way longer than I intended it to. That went on like 2.5 hours, and then right as it was done, I got invited out to dinner, and I totally forgot that I was supposed to be on at 7. So my apologies for the late start. Nonetheless, we are getting into some more T3. All right. Today we have none other than Horse Emoji versus Nita Light. And I'm not sure what happened to one of these series. I'm actually looking into it now. Okay, so it looks like one of these series, Skipper versus Chad Bro Chill, was not played, so it's a draw. And so we have one series that we're not going to feature today, but we have 4 series, and my God, I think it's going to be exciting. We have ZN versus Nate. We have Stifle versus Seneca. 2 mirror matchups, I believe. I don't remember. Oh, no, I take that back. Nate's a Terran. We have a PvP and a ZVT. We have, of course, Quantum Leap and another 2. Got to revisit that wonderful rivalry. And Microgreen versus HM3. It's going to be totally freaking hype for you guys. I'm excited. Let's get into some games. All right. I agree. Chad's a cool dude. I'm very sad I won't be casting Chad today. I'm told he lives up to the name. But I am stoked. We are going to go into none other than Zian versus Nate to kick this bad boy off. All right. And I believe our wait, hold on, let me pause this for a minute. I'm trying to remember what the maps were. For this. It was Retro and Invader are the first 2 maps, and then Dark Origin is the tiebreaker. Okay. All right. Without further ado, in the top right, on Retro, it is our kind of like our metal blue Terran Nate. Actually, let me see if I can do team colors. Awesome. Okay, it's our red Terran Nate playing for Nita Light. And in the bottom left corner, our blue Zerg playing for Horse Emoji. One of the, in my opinion, more stacked teams this season. Give it up for ZN. Horse Emoji and Nita Light represent. Okay, so it looks like we might be doing an overpool opener for ZN, I would guess. Seems to be a nice, safe build. But I could be wrong. This is interesting. We have a 9 gas. I am very interested to see how this works out. I have never seen this opener yet. And for Nate, we have kind of our Terran doing normal Terran things, building a wall at the top of the ramp. Is this going to be an 11 hatch? It looks like it's going to be 11 hatch, but we got the gas though right away, which is interesting. Camaril, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the Tier 3 cast. Marine coming out, finishing the wall up here. Pool finally coming down at 12. But look at this economy already. We have 200 gas banked up. We are going to be able to do some great things with this gas. Factory coming down. Is SCV getting a scout out? I think gonna be noting the late pool. But Ling speed is on the way, along with 6 Lings. And layer. So we have a few Lings out. It looks like Nate is going for an expansion, but we don't have much bio here. We don't have a bunker. All right, we're just starting a bunker now. We only have a couple Marines. Are we going for siege mode maybe? Or maybe vultures too. I'm not sure what the plan is for Terra, but I am very eager to see it. 2 Sunkens coming down here for the Zerg. So we're going to be nice and protected. So the bunker is up, and the Marines are pretty safe in it. I don't think any Zerglings are going to be able to get through here. And a Hydra Den is coming down. Awesome. I'm curious if the Terran is going to try and kind of be aggressive and harassy with vultures here. Or maybe try and control the map with them. I'm very... Oh. So the vulture is not... Oh, it's going to make it into the base. And we're going to get some worker kills. And oh, no. We're going to pull him. Nice. Nice. Lings do get the vulture. That was mildly annoying, but I don't think... Oh, okay. We're doing Goliaths. Nice. And Zerg getting lurker aspect researched. We have a macro hatch almost finishing up right here in the natural. So we're going to be on 3 hatches. But we don't have any missile turrets here. And we are not... Okay, we have engineering base started. And we're starting academy. So we can now start building missile turrets. Lurkers are on the way, the first lurkers. And a hive coming up shortly here. I guess, are we going to try and go into maybe Defiler or maybe go straight into Ultras? I'm not sure, but we should be seeing a hive start up any moment. Terran very fortified here at the natural. But neither player, like, is really... Both players are kind of just powering up on their bases right now. Nice job putting the lurkers here on the attack path. We're going up to 5 factories now for Nate. And still pumping largely Goliaths. Looks like +1 ground weapons is on the way. With another armory starting. Nate is definitely very safe against any kind of muta play, I would say. This looks not very muta friendly. But I'm still... It looks like... Okay, we're going to have cracklings, I guess, coming out. Okay. We are going to have the single best unit in the game momentarily here for Zerg. And lots of them. These cracklings are just going to probably shred through this stuff. They'll be able to jump up on these tanks. Oh man, we threw away all our Zerglings before the attack speed finished though. That is... Luckily, this is like the one unit in the game you can afford to throw away. So we do have Carapace upgrading, and we are getting Ultralisks as well. So this is going to be like Crackling and Ultras. And for Nate, we have a lot of Goliaths. And it looks like we're maybe getting a Science Vessel? We got our first few Hydras coming up. I'm sorry, our first few Ultras coming up. And Terran is still, I guess maybe Terran is looking to expand to a third base. Terran has been holed up on 2 bases for a while, but so is Zerg. Terran, okay, we're destroying the wall. So maybe we're getting ready to mobilize for an attack. If we go straight down this way, then we're going to meet lurkers. I also love the cracklings up on top here for an ambush. Ultras are on the field, and we are we're upgrading Ultralisk movement, and we're also upgrading Carapace. Terran trying to get vision of the map. This I do not blame this move at all. It's been very quiet for way too long. Zerg is up to something, but we're not sure what. Zerg is finally taking their third. And I feel like, okay, so now the improved plating for Ultralisk is being researched. Once this gets done, this armor is just going to go up insane, and these things are going to be impossible to kill. So I feel like once this about when this armor upgrade finishes is about when we should be seeing an attack come here from Xian. We are a little bit low in supply. I feel like the Terran macro in this game is just superior, but A, this is a matchup I don't know very well, and B, I do know that Zerg doesn't need to have a lot of supply worth of units to do a lot of damage. So I feel like once this this improved plating gets researched, I feel like we're going to have a lot of oomph. Plus, we have our cracklings. But this does feel like the Zerg is losing the numbers game for sure, just by looking at this. So we'll see what happens. That's a lot of Terran mech. That's a lot of siege tanks. Third base is up for Terran. And we do have, I believe, 2-2 finishing. Yep, 2-2 is finishing for Terran. We have science vessels on the way. And a macro hatch coming down for Zerg. So we're going to be on 5 hatches momentarily for Zerg. Which is, you guessed it, 15 larvae. Yeah, look at these ultras. It takes like all these tanks just to do damage to one ultra. It's insane. But this this supply is pretty out of control for Terran. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I feel like Terran could just kind of counter push across the map at this point if they wanted to. So more ultras are on the way. We have the next evolution of Carapace coming up as well. But look at this supply differential, 178 to 65. This is, I feel like this game is getting closer. We're basically one A move away for Terran from the game being over. Irradiate is on the way. Fourth base on the way for Terran. Now this is starting to look like definitely, like if Terran can get this fourth base up and running. I mean, it's already looked kind of lopsided for a while, but love the pathing going up and down ramps. Love it. I deal with this all the time with Dragoons. It's one of my favorite parts about Brood War. Okay, it looks like for Zerg we're trying to mobilize for another attack, maybe? I feel like we need probably about a good maybe control group of Ultralisks and then just nothing but Cracklings. Especially now with 3 armor on the Cracklings. Yeah, we need nothing but Cracklings. A fourth hatchery. Sorry, well, it's 6 hatchery coming down for Zerg. Doesn't really look like it's a 4th base. And Zerg is not quite mined out yet. I think Terran is being cautious for lurkers, but by the way, there is no such thing as too cautious in this game. Especially at T3 level. No such thing as too cautious. Zerg is looking to take this base up here in the corner. Yep, we got gas. And we're going to get a hatch coming down. A lot of these tanks are not siege, so this is kind of a compromising position for Terran to be caught in, but that said, I still feel like just the macro wins. Look at all of this that's on the way. Look at this. We have, good grief, 7 factories, 9 factories, I think. That's a lot of factories. Terran is just spending that money. But look at these. 6 armor. They are impossible to take down. Zerg macro is definitely, I mean, look at, we have 3,000 minerals and we're not just pumping out cracklings out of all these hatcheries. I feel like definitely this is looking like a macro GG to me. Burrow being researched. The siege tanks are just insanely strong. Look at that. Just the slow but gradual push. This looks like game to me. And that's game. GG. Well done. Nice, solid, patient, and methodical game one. Love it. Max out, push. Beautiful. And on to game two. In the top left on Invader, our blue Zerg representing Horse Emoji, it is Zien. And in the bottom right, our red Terran representing the Nita Light team colors, it is Nate. Ahead 1-0. Can the Zerg even out the series? We will find out. Very similar starts. Spawning pool. Beautiful. One of the, I think this is actually the safest all-around opener you can do for Zerg in any matchup, as far as I know, is Overpool. So, very good call. Terran once again going for the wall, doing Terran things. Oh, kind of delayed the hatch a little bit. I've never seen that. That's so funny. Oh, the flying drone. 6 links coming across the map. I guess it looks like Terran is maybe going for another factory opener. Okay. So I think we're anticipating there's a wall here, and we don't want to just suicide our 4 Zerglings into it. But we don't really have Overlord coming over here with vision to confirm it. third hatchery coming down. Nice. Vishy, thank you for the follow and welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Vultures are out. Let's see. I am Knob. Are you Nom? Vulture is getting in the base, but there's enough links here to shut this down. I don't see this Vulture getting many worker kills. Or any. We do have lots of creep colonies coming in here at the coming down to protect the natural here. Lair is once again on the way. I like just the fact that this is an overpull opener into a gas rather than a gas first. I like this a little bit better. I also like that we got our third base rather quickly for Zerg. We have a second gas coming up. Two factory for Terran right now, currently pumping out, just starting to pump out Goliaths. But look at this, 2 bunkers. It's going to take a lot to break that. Three gas. So clearly we're anticipating doing some sort of a gas expensive play here. And a queen's nest. Going straight into hive. I guess maybe we're trying to get ultras out a little bit faster before Terran can get a massive siege tanks and maybe do some sort of an ultra all-in. That would be my suspicion. But we need hive. Which I'm guessing is coming next. Nope, we got overlords coming. Terran, meanwhile, is being very methodical. Both players are actually being pretty methodical. Zerg is definitely droning up a lot. We have enough links here to just totally catch these vultures off guard. It looks like Terran is probably going to start wanting to go up to maybe 5 factories here. Yeah, we're starting to upgrade attack. I believe that's +1 attack. We do finally have a hive almost done. Three more Sunkens coming down here. Probably want, yeah, there you go. Probably want the links to intercept. So we are anticipating a lot of supply for Zerg. I do like the economy a little bit better this game, but you know, I don't know Zerg very well. I don't know how many drones they need to mine efficiently for their builds. Is that 4 on this gas? It looks like there's 4 on this gas. There is. Ultralisk Cavern coming down at something like 9.5 minutes. Terran is still, I mean, Terran is clearly ahead on macro, but no. Terran's ahead on macro. Even in army, Terran's army is pretty beefy right now. So we're kind of starting to get to the point where I think Terran's just going to out macro. Oh, this is nice. Have a nice little base here. You could even put the lings right on top of the ramp here. Especially with these vultures looking to run around. So we do have more drones coming. I like this. And ultras are on the way. But I feel like if we're going to go cracklings at all, we definitely need to have like 3-3. So I do feel like we need to... I like the idea of relying more on ultras right now. Zerg spending their money a lot better this game. I don't think these vultures are going to find much that they could do between all the links here, but they are maybe going to be able to sniff out the ultra tech. That's quite a profitable minefield. Yeah, it looks like these vultures are going to be able to sniff out the ultra tech. Two-port science vessel. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5 factories this game. But our supply is a lot smaller. Supply is a lot more even this game. And look at this. Zerg has only like 35, 36 drones and 112 supplies. So that's like 60 supply, over 60 supply. It's like 70 or 80 supply worth of army on the field. It's a lot of army. It's a lot of ultras. But this probably wasn't the best angle. This would have been a lot better to exploit, I think, with this attack. So it's very unfortunate to see, you know, 30 supply, 20, 30 supply of army just totally get demolished. But you know what? This is true. To get up to here, we do need to get into here. But I feel like with Ultra Laying, once we get past this ramp area here, there's not a lot defending here. I feel like Terran's actually kind of vulnerable here with this army composition. This, on the other hand, you are not breaking through this head on. So we have another round of Ling Ultra coming down to the choke point. Well, I take that back. Maybe you are going to break it. This is a lot of armor from both sides. Ultras do break through the wall. I stand corrected. And look, oh, is it going to get the tank? It is. Okay, so this wall has been cleared and there is not a tank in sight. And more Ultras are being built for Zerg. This particular game, I kind of feel like Mutas and Guardians would also not be bad. Because just the missile turrets are like the only real threat, but none of this stuff can survive Muta swarms harassing them. So Terran would be forced to build Goliaths, but you know, then with Hive Tech you switch into Guardians. I don't know. But Ultras are not bad. These are not bad units. These are just totally breaking through things. There goes the tanks. Look at this. You cannot kill these things. We do need to upgrade, oh, we are upgrading armor. We do definitely need another Evo chamber, and we need to be upgrading attack along with this, because as wonderful as it is to not, that Ultras don't die with their armor upgrade, I do feel like these attacks would be a lot more efficient with melee upgrades. Aussie in China, thank you for the follow and welcome to the chat. Yeah, this Zerg player is just... I'm just gonna chill and build Ultras all game. We do have one vulture out trying to take out this 5th base. Lings are going to intercept it, but man, look at the bank on both sides. We now have battle cruisers on the field. 3 starports pumping out battle cruisers. Okay. So the logic here is that if your opponent has 200 supply worth of army that can't shoot up, make units that they can't shoot. The Zerg economy is so much better this game, though. And we have Spire coming up as well, just about to finish. Our +1 melee is about to finish momentarily. We have another 100 supply raid coming down. Just all pure ultras. But BC Siege Tank does clean this up. Terran does defend this very well. And yeah, we have what? How many battle cruisers now? 5. 5 out. 6. Like 9 battle cruisers pending. I feel like this is kind of GG. I feel like this is kind of like in a PvT where all of a sudden you just start massing carriers. And your opponent builds Vulture Tank, and it's just kind of, okay, it's kind of GG now because I never built Goliaths. I kind of feel like we're there. Oh, never mind, I take that back. We do have Scourge. So they are going to be, that's still, man, that was what, 6 Scourge and not 1 BC is down. It's a lot of Scourge. What a game. This is like both players are just kind of very chill and just doing their builds. More Scourge are going to come down. Looking for the BCs. Not 1 BC dies to Scourge. This is brutal. GG. All right. Wow, what a series to kick this off. My goodness. That was a very long and methodical series. And that was it was slow slow because these were all like really gas heavy builds, but it was very interesting to watch. GG. All right. Nate putting 2 points on the board for Needle-Light. Up next we have Stifle versus Seneca, a PvP. Both players pretty good Protoss players. So we're going back to retro, it looks like. In the top left, our Blue Zerg playing for Horse Emoji. It is Stifle. And our red Protoss playing for Needle-Light. Representing the team colors, it is Seneca. Going by hetz this game. This is going to be fun. Stifle coming off with an 8 scout after pylon. In most matchups, in pretty much most other matchups, I don't recommend to 8 scout off a pylon. In PvP, if you are worried about some 2-gate zealot shenanigans, this is definitely acceptable. Yes, these guys are both T3. This is in fact all T3 that we're playing, that we're casting tonight. Looks like Seneca is going off of a 10 scout, scouting off a gateway. This is what I would say is probably more your typical scout for PvP. And scouting the closest spawn first. Looks like we are doing some sort of Zealot Core Zealot build out of Stifle. And we are in fact going 2-gate out of Seneca. Stifle is going to get the last scout, but they will get there in time to see probably, you know, the first Zealots and see the 2-gate. I guess we just forgot to take our gas. So we do finally get through here. We do confirm it is a 2-gate opener. So Stifle is, for lack of a better term, probably going to get stifled here in momentarily. We have a shield battery coming up. This is not bad. I think this is kind of late. We probably want to do the shield battery before the second gate, but I could be wrong. This might just... These zealots just walk right by. Oh, gotta love PvP. This does get held. Seneca switching into goons and getting goon range going. Stifle is, never mind. That was held beautifully. Nice job. We do have goons out on the map for both players. This is not ever a bad move to do in a PvP. Especially if you hold something like 3 zealots. It's not a bad idea to just kind of counterattack across the map. Stifle will probably be able to get at least one of these goons, if not both of them. No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like this is probably going to die now. We are shorter on probes as the blue Protoss. This is very hard to do. It is very hard to micro your goon, keep it from getting too many zealot shots, and do all this, and build. So Seneca is doing a great job trying to hold this off. Do have even goon numbers, but it's... Oh, I love PvP. Stifle with the the hidden base across the map. Oh. Okay, so it looks like we're kind of leveling out here. This this hidden base, if Seneca doesn't get map control, doesn't explore the map, this hidden base could prove to be very, very, very could prove to be a boon for Stifle. So this is definitely a good move. But this is a match where there's a lot of back and forth between attacks and counterattacks, and if Stifle does lose to one of these counterattacks, it could be GG. So this is kind of a precarious balance that is being played here. So we're getting Robo. We're up to 3 gates now for the blue, and we're up to 3 gates as well in Robo. So our build is both players are doing pretty similar things with their build. Stifle, the blue Protoss, does have a slightly better economy because of this hidden base now. So, and we're getting a gas, and it looks like we can also take this base too. So I feel like we could see a pretty surprise tech switch, but again, if we lose to even one of these goon pushes, it's basically over. So we're not quite out of the woods. This is a nice gambit that could pay off, but... Oh, and we have goons coming up and down ramps. I love it. Yeah, we got to be very careful to not lose to one of these goon pushes. This is a very precarious back and forth. But every time Stifle retreats to this and holds this position, you know, it's a very hard position for the red Protoss to go up because, you know, red knows that each goon is going to be coming up this ramp one at a time, and all the other goons out here are just going to be going every which way. So, you know, this is always a good position to fall back to. This economy, though, I feel like we could see some pretty insane tech switches. Like, I don't know, maybe like carriers or arbiters or something. I feel like this is the makings for something interesting. Oh, there you go. And just wall this off here. You have 2 free bases here and wall this off while the Protoss here is thinks that they have a contain on you at this base. I love it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates for blue and 1, 2, 3, 4 gates for red. I feel like both players are building out of them pretty continuously. Blue does still have the better economy, but you know, I have to say that just keeping red's attention up here and having red think that they're winning economically with this going on down here is just great. And the cannons are nice. But we have 1,000 minerals to spend. We need more gateways. We need more goons if we're going to keep going this route. Or we need something different. And it looks like Seneca is going to finally break this position. Despite the hidden base, despite the economic advantage, it does look like the red Protoss is going to finally... Nope. Maybe Stifle can just hold on here. This is very tough because of this ramp here. It's very tough to call. It looks like Stifle is going to hold on a bit longer, but we do need to add more gateways. Seneca's macro is just impeccable. And we just have nothing but units coming out of these 4 gateways. We need... Well... Yeah, we need more gateways. Oh, that's so annoying. I really almost want to see just like a bunch of Stargates come down here and a bunch of carriers and just see a bunch of carriers go up here. I'm not going to lie. That's like kind of really what I'm hoping to see. We certainly have the money for it. Seneca on 4 gates for a good chunk of this game. This is pretty Pretty scrappy. Stifle is teching up to archives, and it looks like they are going to be able to push Seneca away. So it looks like all that defending kind of paid off. But again, we have these weird ramps. So we are looking to poke at the natural, see what's going on. There is a Reaver here to defend. This is going to be very hard to stop with this number of goons. We do have Zealot legs and +1 armor finishing up. We have +1 attack currently, and we are going archives. Seneca looking to get these goons off of his lawn. And doing a very good job of it. They are forced to bug out and go home, but we have more goons on the way up here. So this will get reinforced. And if we can pick off this shuttle, there we go. This will get pushed back for now. And the back and forth continues. So if we can break this position, it looks like it's basically GG, although we do have 2 gates coming up for Seneca, so we will be going up to 6 gate production. But if the blue Protoss can break this, which it looks like they're going to, we're not going to be building off of these 2 gates soon enough. Meanwhile, Protoss has been steadily building off of 5 gates this whole time. Oh, this is so close. It looks like Seneca is going to just hold. I guess, did Seneca find these? Okay, Stifle finally adding more gates, going up to 8 gateways. So Stifle still is going to have the better macro. We don't have any more Reavers here. We have reinforcements inbound, so it looks like this might just be GG. I think this might just break this natural here. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like so. Hetz. Seneca taps out. Game 1 goes to Stifle. 1 point on the board for Horse Emoji. That, my friends, is what PvP can look like. Just a lot of back and forth. Alright. Going into game 2. In the top left corner on Invader, our blue Protoss playing for Horse Emoji. It is Stifle. In the bottom right, our red Terran representing Needlelight. It is Seneca. What a game. And already we have a probe out on the map. Looking for the best way to be a turd, and it looks like we are going to put a proxy pylon in the third base. I love it. Looking to end this with some proxy 2-gate shenanigans. Seneca also going for a 2-gate. This is if you're going to go 2-gate, the 10-12 and the 10-11 are the two safest macro 2-gates. 9-9 proxy 2-gate is very aggressive. Definitely looking to end the game rather quickly. Seneca's probe reaches the base and notices that there are things here. There are things that should be here that are missing. If you ever see this from your Protoss opponent, do not assume they are a noob. We have 2 zealots coming up the ramp. 2 more. 3. Wow, 4 on the way total. Seneca is being very, very smart and level-headed. Trying to not be too frazzled by this move, and instead just try to get to goons. Keep building zealots, but try to get to goons. Let's see, Stifle does get in the base, unfortunately. This is very aggravating with 5 zealots. And GG is called. Very unfortunate, but as PvP it does happen. Alright. 2 points on the board for Horse Emoji. We are now tied 2-2. And what a way to kick off the series. We had a very mid-late game oriented CVT and a very back and forth PvP. Awesome. Okay. We're going to. There's my replays. All right. All right. Up next, we have Microgreen versus HM3. We have a PVT. In the bottom left on retro, playing for Needle-Light, it is HM3, the Blue Terran. In the bottom right, the red Protoss, playing for Horse Emoji, it is Microgreen. I am very excited to see how these two games are going to turn out. Sorry, how this game is going to turn out. All right. This is not a bad scout timing in a PVT on a 4-player map, in my opinion. Especially if you don't want your probe to die to Marines. Terran scout on the map. It looks like both players are going to get the last scout, but Microgreen is going to scout the Terran just slightly earlier. Another not bad thing of going 10 scout on a 4-player map. Not going Zealot first, we're just going straight into Dragoon. And look at this, the probe gets in the base before the second Marine is done, even though it's the last scout. Beautiful. Sees the wall. Nice Nexus timing. This is a very economic 23 Nexus. Nice robo timing. Protoss hitting all the right timings so far. So Terran is going to be getting ion thrusters, and I'm going to guess maybe spider mines. Although I would do siege mode since we have siege tanks. Maybe spider mines if we're looking to do some... Yep, okay, so we're looking to do some sort of an aggro push with these tanks, and we're going to have some vultures joining them when we're ready to push. This is the 3-tank, 2-fact push. And now that we're ready to go, Army's a little disjointed though. Now that we're ready to go, we're going to have vultures coming out of here. They should be rallying over here. Microgreen, meanwhile, has a nice spot here on the 3rd to detect a move out. Yeah, okay, here come the vultures. Nice Dragoon spread here. Very nice arc of Dragoons. Able to pounce on these tanks. Beautifully done. Very nice hold from Microgreen. And this push gets just shut down. Now the 3rd base is a little late. It's 7:45 almost, and we don't have a 3rd base up yet. But otherwise, we do have a Reaver out, and otherwise this is looking very, very good for the Protoss. So we have Forge coming down. We're going up to, I'm guessing up to 8 gates, but we have 7 gates going up right now for Microgreen. And we have a Reaver in a shuttle. Beautiful. Shuttle speed is on the way. And we finally have a 3rd base coming down as well. I like the choice of building not at the natural 3rd, but away from the Terran. Terran is still on 2 factory and is pretty much just armoring up here. +1 attack is started for Terran. Eight gates going down for Protoss. This is good. 8 gates is a nice a nice gateway count to be on. Especially when you're kind of at your third-ish base, but you don't really have a strong third economy yet. 6 to 8 gateways is good. We have quite a few dragoons here. We also have, we're about even on workers, but we have a tremendous supply lead. This is about 15 goons. And it looks like Protoss is successfully containing the Terran. Although Terran does get to go around up here. So this isn't a, a perfect contain. But nothing is moving out here. We have just a wonderful pylon wall here at the third base. Really glorious pylon wall. Although the vultures do get around. Oh, that's unfortunate. This is eventually going to get shut down. And we're still on 8 gates. When you have a solid third base economy, 10 gates is also good to go up to. 12 gates is like the max, but 8 to 10 gates on 3 base is good. And a double Stargate coming down for the Protoss. This does sound like carriers to me. Morgoons coming in and the Reaver. It looks like this is going to fall. But can we get up here and actually step? There goes that tank. So it looks like this push is going to break this natural here. GG is called from the Terran. Nicely done. 1 point on the board for Microgreen. Excellent job. On to game 2. And we are back on Invader. In the top left, we have the red Protoss playing for Horse Emoji. It is none other than Microgreen. Give it up. Up 1-0. And in the bottom right, we have our blue Terran playing for Nita Light. It is HM3. Nice standard, nice, very methodical and standard play coming from Micro Green. Game 1, got into a Gatane, eventually was able to topple the natural. Are we going to see some more nice, methodical, standard play in Game 2? I agree. That is pretty. That's a pretty Nexus. Are we gonna gas steal? It is gonna happen. Yes. Oh, that's gotta be so annoying. As Terran. The barracks does get completed. Oh my goodness. Zealot is marching across the map. And another Zealot is being made. We're like, I don't even need to make Dragoons this game. I'm just gonna, yeah. Oh my goodness, we got another gas steal in here. Oh, 2 gas steals. Wow. Yeah, there are going to be no vultures coming out this game. Oh my goodness. And a Zealot. Oh my goodness. Oh, Zealot is dead, but there's another Zealot coming up. Yeah. Two Zealots are alive at one time. Oh my goodness. This has... wow. Yep. Meanwhile, Perdos has been teching to Dragoons, and now Dragoons are out on the field. And is taking an expansion. Range on the way. Okay. I didn't know that. That's cool that they do that. But also like how they note like where to put the command building. Oh, I see. It's the Rax is supposed to go here. Now I see it right here. Nice. So we got 2 gates. This SCV is not going to get any intel other than there's 3 goons out now and an expansion. So I like that HM3 kind of kept us cool, kept us building Marines, and was able to eventually deflect the Zealots and the Goon. A little bit late on this, but all things considered, I think this was really... I think this game is starting to stabilize a little bit here. That said, though, our Protoss has not, I mean, obviously, has just been able to macro freely. We have no detection at all for Terran, and we have Dark Templar on the way, and 4 gates. So, oh, and in a shuttle. Great. I'm sure Terran is just going, great, DT. DT drop, love it. They are. They're and this map in particular, not only is it a 1v1, but this choke has 2 different ways to get in. So, like if you do a normal wall here, you're very vulnerable. So I feel like this is a very very dangerous and weird map. We do have the shuttle and the DTs dropping in here. And, oh, we do have a scan, so we do have some detection. We will be able to scan this. But come on. This does get cleared out. What is down here? Oh, it's an observer. And to follow up the harassment, we have kind of another little skirmish here at the front. There is no sieged up tanks. I love that this Protoss is not... they're not letting the Terrans sit comfortably for too long. third base. A little late at 10 minutes, but this game it's very forgivable. There's a lot going on this game. We have Storm and Legs on the way. +1 is on the way, plus another Forge. No Vultures get out. Never mind, this isn't a skirmish, it's a contain. We are macroing off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates right now. We have a third base, a good third base economy, so we should be adding more. Probably want to build more probes too. I would say we probably want maybe anywhere from 2 to 7 more probes. We are finally adding more gates. 1, 2, 3 more gates. 4 more gates. So we're going to be up to 9 gateways. This is, you know, without siege mode here, or he probably has siege mode by now. Without these tanks siege though, this is just going to fall. I do like that we're adding 5 more factories. It's not going to be enough, but and we have 2 Stargates with an Arbiter Tribunal coming down. Yeah. Once these factories fire up, and there's a couple macro cycles that go, the supply is going to go up a bit for Terran, but I agree. Protoss has been macroing on superior gateway count for far too long. N316, thank you for the follow, my friend. Finally, we have tanks sieged here, so, you know, these goons aren't going to be able to just walk in here for free. We're going up to 4 bases now for Protoss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 gateways. This is quite a contain, though. Oh, these vultures are going to get... We do have a cannon here. They're not going to get a lot done, but they are going to kill some workers. 6 workers. This is a much better probe count. And Protoss has 1,000 minerals to spend and 11 gateways. I think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This should be going down dramatically. And there it goes. Whole bunch of upgrades kicking in. +1 air weapons, ground weapons, and ground armor. We are supply blocked. Oh, that's unfortunate. just when you want to max out. But here comes the push. These tanks are unsieged and out of position. This choke point here is totally vulnerable and exposed. This is a lot of units that are under the Arbiter's Shroud here. And storm goes down. Nice storm on these tanks. Beautiful. The Arbiter does get taken out, and we do have a fair number of tanks out here, but the reinforcements do come in. And these High Templar are making a beeline for this tank line. And this looks like GG. The tanks are out of commission, and oh, there you go. Here they comes. Here these come. All right. And this natural is completely undefended. Oh man, yeah. I don't think. I think we needed to go up to this high factory count sooner. And GG. Our Terran taps out. 2 more points on the board for Horse Emoji. Well played. Microgreen, excellent series, my friend. HM3, also very well played. That was rough. Okay. Last series of the night. I saved a great series for last. It is none other than Quantum Leap versus Another 2. All right. In the bottom left, our blue Protoss playing for Need a Light. It is none other than Another 2. And in the bottom right, our red Zerg playing for Horse Emoji, the legendary Quantum Leap. Okay, so we do have an overpull opener for the red Zerg here. And it looks like we probably have, if I had to guess, I would say a Forge Fast Expand opener from the Protoss. This is a little delayed, but there goes the Forge. We do not have a double scout this game. This is just a single probe scout. I like how the cannon comes down first. Probe is going to get in here at about 2.5, a little over 2.5 minutes. And there's no gas yet, and 2 lings. Oh my goodness. Nice job keeping the probe alive. So third base is coming down for Zerg. And 2 lings are coming across to the Protoss side of the map. Do have a course starting. So it is just before 4 minutes in the game. 18 supply course starts. There's no layer and there's no gas. We do have a macro hatch coming down. If I had to guess, I would say this is probably another 5 hatch Hydra build coming out of Quantum Leap. Does like to get all those 5 hatcheries up before dropping the gas and the Hydra den. It's a very brutal opening versus Forge Fast Expand. I feel like a very, very tough build. So we have 2 gases coming down, and we have another macro hatch coming down. Probe dies. Probably was able to see the gas from here. We have the 3 Zealot poke coming out. Nice Sim City here for the Zerg player. Any Zealots that try to attack here or even run by here, this is very, very nice. This is also nice Sim City as well. We have some other buildings in front of our sunken colony here. So I really like the building placement for Quantum Leap. We have a 3rd cannon coming up and a 4th cannon, so we are anticipating a fair number of Hydras coming to our base here. Starting Zealot legs at about 7 minutes. This is our archives at about 7:15. So this is a little late for both of these, but you know this is a very dynamic matchup where a lot can happen that can make your build timings not perfect. So we do have 7 Zealots coming out. on the map. They aren't going to have... well, no, they're going to have speed. I guess we're maybe going to try and attack the third here. But both positions, the natural and the third, both of them are pretty, I would say, pretty well defended versus Zealots. But we'll see. It looks like these Zealots are going to just get on top of the sunken colony here. Drones are pulled, and they are going to take care of this Hydra. We have more Hydras being built, and we have lots of Hydras inbound to intercept. Are going for the drone kills here, but I think these Hydras and these Lings are going to clean this up. And unfortunately, the Protoss is going to lose all of these Zealots. But we do have some Corsairs on the map, really trying to supply block the Zerg. This is a tactic that worked that works really great if you're worried about Hydra numbers getting out of control. So, nice job trying to do that. I think there's a few too many Hydras on the map now for the supply block maneuver to be punishing, but I liked the attempt. Corsairs are bugging out. And we're going up to 6 cannons. We also have DTs here. Looks like maybe trying to go for Maelstrom after we get Storm done. We do also have 1 High Templar out. Oh, never mind. We're trying to control the map with DTs. This is great. Nice job. Nice play here. Zerg is going to be forced to pull their Overlords. Bring an Overlord to deal with these DTs, but they don't have speed, so Zerg is pulling back. Trying to move back in for, trying to get a good position on this hill and maybe trying to get back in for a contain. Nice job blocking the ramp here with the Hydras. Protoss is going up to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gateways. So the Protoss macro machine is kicking in. We are at 50 probes right now. We are going to be able to just field tons of Dragoons into this. We still have DTs on the map. We have a nice wall of cannons behind. Zerg is going to need to pull Overlords to deal with these DTs. We do have enough Storm to deal with the lurkers, but Overlords are coming. Okay, so Zerg now is going to have this contain under control. But we do have, again, some Storm banked up. I'm not sure how many Templar is this? 6 Templar. There's also a DT back here. And Goons are being built. So we are phasing into Dragoons. We have Dragoon range on the way. And we are going up to 10 gateways. Nice, beautiful. Zerg does pick off the Observer. That's very unfortunate for the army, but I do feel like there is enough to hold this contain here. It looks like it's just a matter of time before Protoss pushes out of this and breaks this. Nice job killing this. Putting goons first. Does snipe the observer. But that's okay. We have Storm. And another observer. I feel like the Storm could probably have gone here, but you know what? You're playing blind. It's not going to be perfect. All right, so once we get an observer out, we will be able to just total... Oh, another 2 taps out. All right. That is tough. There were enough reinforcements and enough lurkers being made that this was probably... not a disagreeable decision. All right. Okay. Well, on to game 2. One more point on the board for Horse Emoji. And in the top left, on Invader, our blue Protoss playing for Need a Light. It is another 2. In the bottom right, our red Zerg playing for Horse Emoji. It is Quantum Leap. Very strong Zerg, although another 2 looking very strong that last game as well. I do feel like this is definitely anyone's game. Let's see what happens. Looks like Quantum Leap once again going for an overpool. And another 2 going for a Nexus first. A 13 Nexus. I feel like this is a Nexus first versus an Overpool is gonna not be the opener to do. Although the cannon does go up, so if these lings take a long enough time chasing this probe around down here, yep, okay, and a gateway's here, then this could work out. But again, we have this opening down here. Probably want to put another cannon maybe here, so that way it can fight anything coming directly up here. It could also fight what's ever up here. That's what that's what I would do. Actually, if it were me, I would have put the pylon here. We do have a layer coming. This is a little bit late, but we aren't building we aren't building any hatches yet. We've got another gateway. All good timings. We have +1 Sayer weapons, air weapons on the way. We have Sayers on the way. This is, however, a lot of Zerglings. It looks like this is way too many Zerglings to deal with. GG! Alright, excellent, awesome. 2 more points on the board for Horse Emoji. That leaves the Horse Emoji Tier 3 score at 4-2. Excellent. GG's all around. Well done to all players. These were some very, interesting to watch games. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for supporting CPL and for supporting these excellent Tier 3 players. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all as well for stopping by and visiting in the chat. This is it for me for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to Horse Emoji and to Needlelight. Well done this week. This was week 10, by the way. We're actually currently just wrapped up the first week of semifinals. This is pretty recent. This is pretty recent. I hope to have more Tier 3 games from the CPL season coming to you next week. Or if not next week, soon. So thank you again for stopping by and for your support. Thank you for supporting these players. And we will see you again very soon. Let's try to look for someone to raid. Who's on? Okay, so we have Misters is on. Who else is on? Jimin is on. Let's go raid Jimin. Give Jimin some love. Alright. Thank you for tuning in to CPL. Say hi to Jimin. Great Zerg player. And we'll hope to see you again with some more CPL games.